Yapper here, and before we get into today's video, I just wanted to apologize for the lack of quality in the audio. At points in today's video, the audio does decide to cut out, and there's a lot of times in the video where you can't really hear me properly. I went with a different setup, it didn't work, and it won't happen again. I promise you, the quality will go up. However, today's video is, like I said, set up completely differently. Today we decided to use a Discord stage to tell today's video, as I'm not the one who's going to be narrating. It is going to be E-Man narrating and telling his story, and honestly it is hella interesting. I think we are one of the first ever groups of people to try this and turn it into a story time. I know people have used Discord stage multiple times in the past, but I'm pretty sure we are one of the first YouTube channels to try and use it for a story time. Also, and the last thing that I wanted to say is, before watching today's video, here is a disclaimer to tell you guys that there are elements of sexual abuse mentioned in today's video, so at your own risk continue on, but please, if you are sensitive on that topic, I recommend that you click off the video now so you don't venture into that past trauma of yours, or you don't enter that sensitive topic. Anyway, enough of that. It's time to get into today's video. Enough yapping for me. Enjoy today's video, boys.
This starts with a little light scene. Let's say my age, year half at about 5'1", 5'2". I didn't even meet this person initially. This person met me from my brother, right? Because obviously I was busy doing something else at the time. I was chilling with my guys playing basketball, and he had made friends with this person, and they must have interacted before I knew about it. And then obviously he came over to me because at the time when she was interacting with him, she realized that he was too young to even go any further than whatever they initially had at first. So as my brother was, passed the baton to me. And when he passed the baton to me, I'm thinking, rah, before you can do that, I need to at least see what we're working with, right? So obviously he shows me a picture of the lady. I've seen the lady. I'm thinking, alright, cool. From there, I've grabbed the social media now. We're both just, conversating here and there. Nice, cool little vibe. Let's say give it about 2-3 weeks. Chill shit, calm. In this period, by let's say second week, I've been told that this person is a partner. She's seeing someone, right? And me in my head, I'm not really too fussed about it, right? What would click in my head though is that, not really click, I say what really, put a spark in my head to the situation between me and this woman would be that this woman had a partner, but they was constantly available to speak to me. They was always available to me.
Hold on, bro. Because wait, I need to understand this here. So you're telling me that this girl was with a man and she was talking to
Right.
you, and
Correct.
what they were like on and off, or was it like?
See,
get into more
from
detail
what I
on
was told at the time, it was pretty on and off. But in my head, I didn't think much of it because, again, me and her were just friends. Wasn't
Right.
anything more than that at the time. And in my head, or from what I saw with the situation, it wasn't anything more than that at the time, right?
Right.
Past the first 2 weeks now, that's when, signs and alerts of flags, because, we're now seeing trick moves, we're now seeing skill moves, we're seeing a bit of flair. There's flair coming from her side.
Okay.
And in my eyes, I'm not reacting to it too much, but it's like I'm picking up on it, But again, woman is attractive. I can't.
Wait. Sorry to force you there, bro. But obviously, there's gonna be people out there who don't know what you mean by, some flair. What do you mean by that? What was she kind of doing? What were the chats looking like, bro?
So to describe what flair means to some of the people that don't know, it's pretty much when, you know, for example, if you've watched sport, or for me, for example, I'm into football. My favorite player is Neymar, by the way. You know how he is on the ball, lots of skills, lots of technicality, very flary, right? His skills are flary. When I'm talking about flair in a situation, I'm using it as a metaphor, as she was very flirtatious, if that makes sense. She was like, you know, say a few things to catch my eye, or a few compliments here and there, and they take things, you know, 1-2 step further, and it would catch my attention, you know. Now, let's say this goes on for about a couple of days. In these couple of days, I'm thinking, this doesn't seem too right now, because, you know, I have kept in mind you do have a man, you know, you are speaking to someone, you are currently in a situation, but me and you are just friends. So for you to be behaving this way, ticks, you know, it rings some bells. So I come to approach the situation and I'm like, yo, I know that you said that you and your partner was on and off, but is there a way we could, like, is there something that I need to know here? Because the way you've been recently speaking to me kind of, you know, it's confusing me a little bit. And she's like, well, yeah, I do actually, because me and him recently, you know, we just broke up, you know, toxic relationship here and there. I can't stand it anymore, and I feel like I'm just better off by myself, because the way he was treating me was just like, it was doing my head in. Obviously, being the young respectful man that I am, in this situation, I say, yeah, listen, that's alright, man. You know, take your time, do what you have to do, be yourself, just chill out, man. Do what you enjoy and keep your mind off him so that you can focus on bettering yourself. You just come out of the situation, better yourself and put yourself in a better one. Now, we've been friends for about, let's say, 3 months now, right? Coming to like the 3rd month, let's say 3rd month going into 4th. Now, in this 3rd month or the 2nd month, I told her, yo, focus on yourself, this, that, and the 3rd. The more I speak to her, the more there's flair being displayed. The more that it doesn't stop, it increases. So I'm a bit of a cheeky guy myself, you know. I may not necessarily mean it too deeply, but I'm gonna play along, or I'm gonna at least, you know, portray some sort of flair back to, you know what I'm saying, see where it goes, have fun with it, you know. I'm single at the end of the day. Obviously, a bit of back and forth. She got feelings.
Who's that Pokemon?
It's feelings, nigga.
Eventually, she would tell me, oh, you know, you've been moving flaring me for a little bit. I like that, you know, I like the way you've been moving flaring me with me a little bit. You know, the way we talk, the way you've been able to comfort me since, you know, my partner's gone, and I really appreciate that. And it's like, I don't want it to just be, you know, me and you being flared because I'm gonna think otherwise, because I don't want to be, you know, in something toxic or to be played with. Do you know what I mean? So if you're really going off my energy, I want you to know that I'm gonna take this a step further. That I want it to take it a step further. Now, obviously, in my eyes, even though we've been friends, I was open to that. What the heck? This girl was attractive at the time. I'm thinking, yeah, man, what? Of course. You know what I mean? From the beginning, I had it in my mind, but at the same time, even though it was in my mind, at the back of my head from the beginning, I can't just approach it and be like, yo, we need to get to it immediately. We calm down first, you know? We build a connection, we become friends, and then we get to that stage. Now that we've gone to that stage, I'm taking all the chances, bro. I am Hazard on the wing 2016. I'm taking my chances whenever I need to. Right? So, taking my chances. We got things started, we was talking, little talking stage. It was nice. I want, you know, it was nice little talking stage we had going on. You know, We spent time with each other. We did things with each other. It was cool. But the reminder to all of this is that, you know, this person, anything that I had known of this person, let's say her name, where she was from, her background, the majority of these were lies. But we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. So obviously, cool, we was kicking it. Let's say what, 4th month coming into 5. You know, we're talking less now. I'm thinking, you know, we're not on the phone as much. We're talking less. And for some reason, this person's always busy. Now, naturally, as any person in my situation would be, is confused. You ask questions, you raise questions. Yo, like, what's going on? Where you at? What's the problem here? Like, am I doing something wrong? No, she reassures me and says, no, you're fine. You're chilling. So everything's alright. Cool, that's fine. If that's the case, then it's the case. The next day.
And that is a wrap on part 1. But don't worry, guys. Part 2 is coming very soon. It should be coming out next week. There is no let go for that. We're just going to drop it. We are in the process of editing it right now. And we're going to get that out for you guys as soon as possible. But before we leave you guys, look, we're going to give you a preview for part 2. So enjoy. And I hope you enjoyed today's video as well. So if you did, make sure to slice that like button so that we know, you're liking the content that we're putting out right now. But anyway, enjoy the preview, guys. See you next week.
I get this cool. Something bad has happened to her.
She did not do that.
Keep in mind, after this conversation or before the conversation ends, I remind her to stay away from this